This video will explain index laws. What do you mean by index? So index is for any number, if it has a power, we say them as index. For example, it can be a squared or it can be 2 to the power 8, anything. For the base, if there is a power, we say them as index. So for these index, you have to compute, you have to do mathematical operations. So to do mathematical operations such as addition, division, multiplication, subtraction. So like this, to do these basic mathematical operations for these types of indices, there are some laws. So I'll explain from the first law onwards. So first law is a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. What do you mean by this? So if you're multiplying the same base with different or equal powers, you can add the two powers. This can be done only if the base is same. So for example, 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 2 to the power 6 will give you 2 to the power 10. Why? Because 4 plus 6 is 10. But you cannot do 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 3 squared. Think it is like this? So for this, you cannot multiply this and then add this. No, that will be wrong. So for these type of things, this law will not applicable. This is applicable only if the base is same. So now this is when multiplying. What if it is division? A to the power m divided by a to the power n. So if it is division like this, same base, then you are subtracting m from n. So remember, it is not that n minus m, but it is m minus n. So for example, if it is a to the power m divided by a to the power n, then a to the power m minus n. So you must understand this principle. So for an example, the same thing if I take 2 to the power 6 divided by 2 to the power 4. So then 6 minus 4 is 2 to the power 2. Right? Okay, now then the next one. The third law. A to the power m whole thing to the power n. So now see, within the bracket a to the power m and outside the bracket there is a power with n. If it is like this, then you can multiply this m by this n. So a to the power m into n. Now for an example, if it is 2 to the power 3 whole thing to the power 4. So you can multiply 3 into 4, which is 12. So it will be 2 to the power 12. Okay, so that's how you do with these laws. And the last type of law. So we'll take that. The fourth type is a into b to the power n. So now you can see there are two different bases. But see, it is inside the bracket and there is a power like this. So this means this will be equal to the a to the power n multiplied by b to the power n. Okay? So this power is for both of these bases. So that is 2, if it is 2x to the power 4, then 2 to the power 4 multiplied by x to the power 4. Okay. So for this 2 also this 4 applicable. For this x also this 4 is applicable. So this is how you simplify those type of sum. Okay, so I think you understood a bit about this, and now we'll see how to do a sum with this. Now, for an example, if it is a to the power 3 whole thing to the power 6 times 3a squared, how do you solve this type of sum? So you can take this 3 here, right, 3, and then you can see here there is operation. Now this is inside the bracket a to the power 3 and outside the bracket there is a power, so that you can multiply this and this. So it will be 3 times 6, 18 into a squared. Now what is this? Multiplication, same base. Then you can add the 2 powers. So 20. Okay, so that's one way of doing that sum. Now think another one. If it is 5x to the power 3 plus 60x to the power 12 divided by 5x to the power minus 3. Right? So think it is something like this. Now what you are going to do? You are going to divide each of these terms by 5x to the power minus 3. Now we'll take first one, 5x cubed divided by 5x to the power minus 3 plus 60x to the power 12 divided by 5x to the power minus 3. And then 5 and 5 get cancelled. Here this is 12. Okay, so that's done. And you can take minus 3 to the top here. So then x to the power 3 times x to the power 3 plus 12 times x to the power 12 multiplied by x to the power, or if it is division, you can divide or you can take this 2 up here, power 3. So what is the answer? Now here this is multiplication, this is multiplication. So you can add this and this, which is x to the power 6. You can add this and this. So that will be x to the power 15. So this is the answer. Even if you divide here, now this is division without taking this, you can see 3 minus minus 3 will give you 6. 12 minus minus 3 will give you 50. So you will get the answer. So this is about index law. So this is how you deal with indices. I hope you understood this video. So in my next video, I will explain you how to do expanding brackets. And please subscribe on my channel. Thank you.